Hello, I'm Zizi from Team POG. This time, let's explore how to use POG's categories. This series will consist of 4 parts: 3D models, surface, decal, and HDRI, photo, alpha texture. In this episode, we'll focus on 3D models. We'll learn how to download assets from the POG website and how to use them. Additionally, we've included some helpful tips for using POG's assets. Let's get started. Buying assets on POG is just like on other markets. After logging in, you can select the desired 3D model from the Models tab and purchase it from the cart. Are you worried about the quality before making a purchase? That's why POG offers 50 free assets every month. Go to the free tab right now and download POG's free assets. Let's download our mascot, Toad Sensor. We will be using this asset in this guide. Join us! Let's launch Unreal Engine 5 and extract the FBX and texture files downloaded in the previous step for use. Create a material in Unreal and place the textures in the appropriate slots based on their properties. You can identify the correct material node for each texture image file by its alphabet BC as base color. M is metallic. R is roughness. N is normal. AO is ambient occlusion. H stands for height, but you don't necessarily need to use it in Unreal Engine's materials. It is provided for use in other tools if needed. By connecting the nodes this way, you can use the assets quickly and easily. Not only Unreal Engine 5, but also other 3D tools can be used together. Let's try using Twinmotion. Twinmotion is a tool specialized for architecture, construction, interior design, and landscaping. This program also incorporates Unreal Engine, allowing real-time architectural visualization. Let's proceed. Import assets. Place the imported assets. Load textures to be used as materials just like in Unreal Engine. When you place them this way, they will be connected. Sometimes UV mapping may not work correctly. In such cases, changing the UV settings to default will usually fix the issue. Most settings are maintained in their original state with values of 0 and 1, or 0 and 100 in the case of percentage settings. This is how you can import POG's 3D assets into Twinmotion. One of the advantages of Twinmotion is that it allows you to see changes in weather in real time. You can easily create large-scale environments from morning to evening and from spring to winter, like this. POG's 3D model is of high quality due to the use of photogrammetry. Therefore, the storage size of the 3D model and the cost of rendering calculations are significantly high. Thus, for those using POG's 3D model, we recommend creating and using LOD according to the nature of each project. So, what is LOD? What is LOD? LOD stands for level of detail that reduces the computational load by varying the complexity of 3D model representation based on distance. In the past, due to the lack of hardware and software capabilities, 3D representations were not accurately rendered. Notable examples include Doom and Silent Hill. In Doom, 1993, computational costs were reduced by using 2D sprites for objects in a 3D environment, while in Silent Hill, 1999, fog effects were used to limit the player's view instead of rendering distant backgrounds. Through advancements in these processes, we now use LOD, rendering all objects, even those in the distant background, with full detail would be a significant waste of system resources. Hence, objects close to the player are rendered with high detail, while distant objects are represented more crudely. Now let's learn how to create LODs in various 3D tools. There are two main ways to create LODs in Blender. The first is to create a mesh directly. The second is to use an add-on. When meshing directly, you can use a shrink wrap modifier like this one to make sure that the retopology mesh sticks to the object correctly. This is a very time-consuming and inefficient way to do this because you have to do it manually, which gives you a lot of freedom. That's why we use an add-on. The Quad Remesher add-on can save you a lot of time, like this. If the remeshing process leaves you with areas that are unintentionally squashed, you can also use a combination of methods to mesh them yourself. Another great add-on to use is Dust 3D's Auto Remesher, IGL's Instant Mesh, and others. .3ds Max has a built-in Pro Optimizer. Pro Optimizer allows you to quickly create an optimized mesh. By selecting all the settings you want to keep and clicking the Calculate button, you can reduce the number of tries like this. When using POG's high-quality 3D assets, the best approach is to utilize Nanite. In simple terms, Nanite can be seen as an automatic LOD system. It clusters a large number of triangles into units called clusters. These clusters are then grouped together to form parent clusters. This entire process is handled automatically by the Nanite system. Through this, LOD transitions occur without any loss of 3D asset quality, and there is minimal quality degradation. Since Nanite is still a new technology, it can sometimes be challenging to use it with certain assets. In such cases, you can generate LODs from the Asset Details page in Unreal Engine 5. Determine the number of LODs to use. To customize the LOD, check the Custom button in the LOD picker. Set the percentage of triangles to use at LOD 0. Then, click the Apply Changes button to save the set LOD value to LOD 0. When creating LODs, make sure to disable the Enable Nanite Support button. Set LOD 1 and LOD 2 in the same way. Here's an example of a generated LOD. Today, we learned how to download and use POG assets and how to create and utilize LODs for optimization. Next time, we will return with the second category of POG, the Surface Edition. Subscribe and like to stay tuned for the next content. Thank you for watching the video today.